Well, Sophia, thank you for coming on the Red Carpet Round Table.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
You're very
here.
welcome. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what got you into the entertainment industry?
Totally, yeah. So I'm Sophia. I'm 27 years young. What got me into this industry? Okay, that's a very good, crazy question. So I actually, as a child, I grew up in Orlando.
Hmm.
And I did a lot of commercial work there with the Diamond Agency, with Disney, SeaWorld, Universal, all that jazz, the magic back in Orlando. And then kind of when I got into like the middle school, high school stage, my parents were like, we have to make a decision, like what's it going to be, this path or education? And we all kind of settled that education comes first. So I kind of put them on the back burner, went to college, Florida State, go Noles, and I studied editing, writing, and media there. I also minored in film. So that's when I was like, you know what? I definitely want to pursue this for the rest of my life. So I was like, I need to do something here that I feel like I am doing that. So I minored in film and I graduated 2020 right in the middle of the pandemic, right smack in the middle of the pandemic where everything was creatively, I feel like was just kind of on like a slow-mo, kind of on a pause. So I started working corporate America. I, put my big girl pants on and I went to corporate America. I was doing that, and I'm so happy that I did that because I learned exactly what I do not want to do for the rest of my life. And about 2.5 years in, my husband, we just got married this year, but my boyfriend, he was my boyfriend at the time, he was like, "You're not happy, and I know what you really want to do with your life. And I'm gonna sign you up for this acting class and you're gonna go and you're not gonna say anything about it." And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go. And I went and I loved it. I loved it. It was a trial class with Miami Acting Studio, Ralph Kinnard, and that was a great start to everything. It kind of introduced me to this world, this new industry, because I had been in it when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. It had been
Hmm.
almost like a good 10, 12 years that I just didn't know what was going on. Is it still the same old thing where you go and there's casting directors? Like, no, everything was virtual. So I'm like, okay, got to learn the new ropes, the whole headshot deal, learning the whole slate and everything. And I signed to Talent Direct, which has been so incredible because here locally they have set me up with so many things, commercial work. I never really had a lot of experience in modeling, but they introduced me to so many opportunities and projects that involve modeling, which I feel like acting really does help with modeling because it's not just you going and putting on clothes. It's not
Hmm.
you in clothes. When you go to a shoot, at least for me, I'm like, I'm a new person, This is a whole new backstory. Like, who's Sophia? Sophia does not exist right now. So that's how I feel like my acting has,
Hmm.
incorporated with modeling. And I've really enjoyed it because I really was scared with modeling. I'm like, I don't do this. Like this wasn't me. I don't have any experience with this. But sometimes when you kind of just let things be, you figure things out. So yeah.
Wow. And do you feel like modeling made you more mature?
I do. Absolutely. I do feel like modeling made me really mature. And also, modeling was some of my first experiences being on set, on production. I feel
Hmm.
like I really learned the whole time is money with modeling. That's where I really was like,
And
yeah.
no. And so I'm gonna rewind a little bit. You were doing modeling first before you did acting, or was it acting first, then you got into modeling?
So I was doing like work for friends and just people that were kind of messaging me on Instagram before I was even in acting classes or
Hmm.
anything.
Okay.
And that was
Okay.
just kind of like my way of being like, okay, I'm doing something creative. This is really fun, and I feel like this is a step closer towards acting, which is ultimately my end goal and passion. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And I'm glad that it made you more out of your bubble, if you want to sort of say so, the modeling, and it made you more into your comfort zone, if you want to say. And do you
Yeah.
do you feel like it helped you mature more into acting, or do you feel like it just made you more trying to find the right wording, bluntly, adult life, kind of like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I really do feel like it did help me grow and mature, especially in this industry. Like I said, you're gonna really, I feel like there's more of like a rush, a time crunch almost when you're
Hmm.
modeling because it's like quick, 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 okay, change, like next thing, next thing. And there's just so many moving parts as there is on a film production. But yeah, like it really made me grow up. And also on another aspect of it, it really made me have to understand that like I have to take care of myself in terms of like safety, in terms of like knowing, what I'm doing, how to handle conversations, topics, things that may not be so comfortable. It really helped me early on kind of get like a backbone
Hmm.
almost. Yeah.
It's so interesting that modeling and acting, it's kind of like in the same career path, kind of, but you're going the same direction and you're going one way and another way into the industry. And I think I don't want to say I think that's what a lot of people are trying to figure out their comfort zone. And I hear you because male or female, being a model or an actor, especially young teenagers or even young adults, they don't like to be out of their comfort zone because when they play those different characters on set, they feel like I'm getting mad. And then you have male or female saying, "Oh, hold on, this is not me. This is not me. I can't play this role on set." And it's like, you want me to get
100%.
mad. You want me to do this. You want me to slap this person from a female. And you're like, I can't. That's just me. And they're like,
Right.
well, you're playing this character. And I don't know about you, but have you ever had a difficulty getting out of a character after it was cut? Like, has the character really impacted you? Like, you were like, okay, I shouldn't play this role, but it really impacted me.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting that you asked that because I personally feel that I wouldn't say I'm 100% method actor, but I do find sometimes that my brain sometimes is kind of like molding into the skin of whatever character I'm playing.
Hmm.
And my husband, my parents will sometimes be like, what role are you doing right now? Because I've never seen the side of you, or like you're being extra sassy, or you're being like extra sweet, or you're saying these words I've never heard you say before. And it's kind of like, yeah, like two brains kind of almost sometimes become one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how you play these different characters, and it just really gets you into that moment. What
Oh
was the
yeah.
most difficult character you ever played?
The most difficult character I ever played would actually have to be the first role that I ever did, which was for Hookie. I would say Renee, the role was Renee. Um, she was kind of like a little bit rougher, from like a little rougher part of town and just a very, outspoken, girl, but she also had a lot of trauma, a lot of trauma. And that's kind of what made her who she was as the character that she played. And I mean, thank heavens, I don't have a lot of crazy, crazy, crazy
Mm.
trauma in my real life, thank God. So it's like, what do we do with that? Where do I then pull trauma, pull being someone in situations that I've never been in before? And That's where a lot of method acting and kind of like the whole research and, looking at other roles that you feel are kind of the same, embodying the same character, that's where that comes into play a lot.
Very interesting. Yeah, because I know a lot of actors I've talked to, they have a hard time getting into the character. It really impacts them. And to
Yeah,
me,
that's a good word.
it's so powerful hearing actors and actresses, especially young actresses. Um, they, and especially young actors, they have a hard time getting into a role, and they always go back. For example, like you just said a little bit, going back in the past to say this is a difficult character role I've played, and it still gets me. They
Yeah.
they say it keeps rewinding in their brain, even though they don't want to bring it back. They just somehow it just keeps coming back. I don't know if that happens to you or does it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like these characters also never leave you. Like they kind of do become a part of you, and it's like they're in the backseat, they're there, and sometimes like they jump out of that backseat and they really take the wheel. And yeah, like there's literally phrases that I say as that character in that movie that I now use in my real life. Sometimes when I'm upset or when, I go through something and it's like, wow, this role. In Spanish, we call it el papel, the paper that we're reading has now become a part of me. So it's very cool. And you carry it forever. Like you can tap into it
Mm-hmm.
forever. Yeah.
100%. That's so true. I want to dig into your music career. We'll go back to acting, of course, but your music career.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that and what got you into your music career. Can't forget
Okay.
about that.
So my music career, she's a baby, not even an infant yet. Ever since I was little, I was always writing music, lyricist, always in choir, things like that, like little bands and stuff when you're growing up. But I released a song in 2023 with a local DJ. It was just for fun. I just came over one day and I was like, let me just, sing into the mic and see what happens. And it was a house song. And it actually did reach like the house charts that summer. It was like top in the top 100 hits. And that was really, really awesome. But then he moved away and he's on his own journey in Italy, like slaying, doing all of that. But I feel like I put that also on the back seat for a while now. And now I'm like, yeah, I'm an actress, I'm a model, but I never want to forget that I'm also a musician. And that's always like a part of me. I have the music, I have the songs, I have the lyrics in my head. I feel like right now it's just a matter of kind of reinventing and seeing what route I want to go down in that path and kind of just seeing like who I can work with, collaborate with, and see what we can do. But I definitely, in short term and long term, I definitely want to get music back up and going.
Wow. What kind of genre of music you want to do?
So at the moment, I really like indie pop, but I'm like a very old school reggae and old school rock girl like that. I love like Sublime. I love AC/DC. I love that. So like I said, I kind of just want to see where all of what I love classic back in the day, plus now I want to see where that can just merge and meet and see what I can do with that. Because I also want to do something like new and different. I don't want to really copy anybody else or, do what's already been done. I would really love to reinvent the wheel.
That's very
Well,
nice. I like acoustic music. They're very nice,
oh,
calm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Do you,
cool.
do you mind, if real quick, do you like acoustic music?
Yeah, I do. I like all kinds of music.
Who's your favorite singer or artist?
So I really like, do you know Florence and the Machine?
Yes.
I love her voice. I think she has an incredible voice. I really like Amy Winehouse as well. Lady Gaga, she's a powerhouse and she's just so
Mhm.
cool and fun. I really like her. But let's see who else. I really like rap and hip hop as well. And I'm trying to think. Miley Cyrus. I really love Miley Cyrus, like old and new. I love Demi Lovato. I think she's a wonderful vocalist. You know what? I will say that. I will say I think Demi Lovato is my one of my favorite vocalists.
I totally agree. Lady
Yeah.
Gaga's mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen her in concert or anything?
No,
I'm dying to go. I want to see her so
Adele.
bad.
I like Adele too.
Yes. Yes. She's incredible. Incredible.
Yes, she's amazing.
And she's so
Amazing.
good live too. Like I like how she's so just she has a great personality and she really engages with her
Hmm.
entire audience and everything. She's wonderful. She's
Yes, she's
made to do what she does.
yes, it's amazing. That's so true.
Mhm.
Any upcoming acting role that you're allowed to talk about?
So I do have an upcoming acting role in December. The only thing that I can really say about it is that it's a vertical. Yeah, I'm sure you've been saying like the whole buzz with verticals, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so this would be my second vertical. I did one, well, I did it in the beginning of October, and that was really interesting. I had never shot a vertical before, and when you originally when you're originally filming, everything is horizontal, so you already kind of have of an idea of where to be, where to, block yourself for the camera. With the vertical, it's crazy. You'll be standing here, and then your person will be standing like right there, and in the camera, it looks like you're next to each other, but it just feels so strange because it's such a crazy blocking in person, but then when you see it on the vertical screen, it's like, okay, that makes sense. Now I get why we were so close.
Well, it's good you brought that up because a lot of when I first saw it, it was so confusing. 'Cause I was like, wait, what is going on? But now when you mention it, and you're telling the audience that they're now understanding, they're like, oh, this is why, this is what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, at first it took a little bit to warm up too, because at least the verticals that I've shot so far, it's kind of in parts. So you have to scroll and then it's kind of like a cliffhanger, and then you have to see the other one. So at first I was a little confused by it. It was something completely new, but I got the hang of it now. So, second time is hopefully now the charm, and
Hmm.
I really enjoy it. I really any project that I can come by, anything that I can do is truly just a pleasure for me, truly.
Amazing. I gotta ask, what's your 5-year goal?
My 5-year goal, my 5-year goal is definitely to do worldwide projects. I want to start working on multi-genres, different projects that just call for different parts of me as an actress. I would love to be a part of some kind of franchise. That's like a goal in the sense of like I would love to be a part of like some kind of universe or TV show or just something like that, whether it be like a superhero or just a completely made up new idea or anthology or series or something like that. That is like my dream.
Wow. And if you mind me asking, you're based out of Florida?
Yeah, I am based in Miami, Florida, but I'll go wherever it calls me.
And you were always living in Florida, is that correct?
Yeah.
And how do you, I always ask people where they're based out of because I'm always curious, how is the film industry and the TV industry in your own state? Do you feel like it's growing? Do you feel like it's medium? What is your view?
So at the moment, I feel like it's medium but bursting to grow. Like it
Mhm.
is right on the precipice of, please. hopefully take off, please. I feel like there's just so much potential here in Florida and just so many different pockets, north, south, east, west here that just can change. You can have a completely different vibe 4 hours away up in the north as you do, down here in the south. And there's just so much talent here. There's so many people that are ready and willing and waiting to work. And I mean, I study with them every single day at my acting classes. I'm constantly working with them, always from production, from, creation, from everything, from actors too. It's exciting because I'm praying, I'm manifesting that, Florida can really be a film hotspot.
Amazing. And real quick, you found me through Veronica, right?
I did, yes. So actually, I met her at my first acting studio ever. I was just starting, and I remember seeing her perform, and I was like, wow. So I have just kind of just I follow all of these people that I feel like they're inspirations and they're just doing such awesome, great work that it's like you can only uplift each other. If there you can only help each other out and just like meet and work together because I feel like I hear a lot of people here saying like, "Oh, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do." And it's like just DM each other, just
Collaborate, DM, and
collaborate. I have friends here, they're like, "Hey, like I just invested in a really awesome camera, like let's work on something." And you would be surprised. It looks like a freaking Hollywood production.
it's
It
amazing.
does. It
It's
does because
amazing. I'm so glad we connected. But like you said, collaboration and meeting people, and that's one thing personally, like me, is that you love meeting people online, not in person, but
yeah.
online through Instagram.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of young actors, female and kids and so on, who if you're getting into the entertainment industry, if you're if your parents' permission or if you're already in, middle school, high school, get into it, and you meet all the actors from your own state and go
Yeah.
from there, and you'd be surprised how many are in your own state, how many are in your own community,
Yeah.
from the West Coast to all the way to the East Coast, and it's just amazing the community, the support, and
Yeah.
it's
Social
just
media is beautiful because it allows everyone to connect.
support
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
That's true. I gotta ask you, what's your why? Why you're acting?
Why? You know, it's I just don't know what else I would be doing. I just nothing else would feel right. My dad always said that if you love your work, it will never feel like work. It will never feel like, a hassle or just it's you wake up and you're like, no, I wake up and I'm so thankful and happy that I get to do what I do. And that's my why, because it just keeps me pushing. And honestly, it's what makes me feel human and it's what gives me purpose, really.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
What's the most pivoted moment in your career?
My pivotal moment so far has been when I finished doing my first movie, Hooky. And I would say it's so funny. It's so dramatic. I remember I finished final day of filming and I got in my car and I was driving home and I started crying. And I was just like, you did it. Like, you're an actress. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter. You don't have to, I would love to win an Oscar. That is, goal. But even if that doesn't happen, even if whatever, like no one can ever say like, no, you never acted. You were never an actor. Never did that. Like I did that. And I do that. And that was probably so far the most pivotal moment for me because I was like, this is the beginning. This is the start. And yeah, I feel like for everybody, with no matter what you want to do with your passions or what you love, I feel like the start should be like one of the most important moments for you.
Wow, amazing. Congratulations on your movie.
Thank you.
Happy. it's the testimony of not giving up, especially for you as a young actress, and you're giving the vision and passion for other young actors, female or female, female in male. Sorry, let's put this one. And it's inspiring because a lot of little kids who are want to be an actress or an actor, they always want to see where they can go and what their path is. And it's like, if this is what you want to do, you go for it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And there's no one can tell you how far you've made it or how little you have not. You're gonna hear a lot of no's
Hmm.
in this industry, but it's just one yes. You're gonna hear those yeses, and you just always have to keep in your mind, you just have to keep it in your mind that like I am gonna continue until I get the yes. And then once you get the yes, you gotta go again. You're gonna no, no, no. So you get the yes, and it's kind of
Yes,
like
it's
a
like a roller
cycle.
coaster.
It's a roller coaster, but you have to really just give into it,
Hmm.
and you kind of just like you're at a roller coaster. Just throw your hands up and just let it go.
Yep, you
But
do
you're
one
not gonna
audition at a time.
exactly. You're not gonna change its course. You're not gonna stop it. You're not gonna slow it down. So you just have to ride
Go
it out.
for it. Yes. Um, I gotta ask, what's the most funniest audition you ever done?
The funniest audition I've ever done.
Or embarrassing?
Embarrassing. Um, I one time, I mean, Miami. So, there's a lot of really funny tropes here. And I auditioned one time, not knowing actually. It was like you kind of you got the sides when you got there, and it was a role for a sugar baby. Like I was supposed to be the sugar baby, and my love interest was an 80-year-old man. And it was just so funny because he was honestly so cool. Like we were just laughing in between like takes and everything because I was married. He was married. He had a wife of like 40 years. Like and it was just so funny because when they say action, it's like forget like we're in love. We're together and this is it. And it was such a trip. It was so funny. But yeah, I mean, and that taught me that, it you can walk into any situation. It really any kind of storyline, any kind of relationship, you really don't know what they're gonna throw at you. So
Right, storytelling, and it's all about
yeah.
storytelling. So, a lot of people may not know about you, but is there any hidden talents that Miss Sophia has other than your singer, model, and actress?
I am a really, really good chef. I really, really love cooking, and I feel like any recipe that I see that I really like and I put my mind to it, I can make. So if there's anything that you want, why don't you come over one day and we'll prepare a dinner for you? There's a dish that has been, on your mind.
Wow, so you just make anything.
Yeah, I really lately I've been doing a lot of French cooking, which has been
Hmm.
really fun. Really, really like comforting. I love like a good comfort
Okay,
food.
so what's your favorite French food that you like to cook?
So I love this dish called hachis parmentier, and it's
Okay.
basically like a ground beef, almost like a stew kind of, and then you layer it, and then on top is like buttery mashed potatoes, and then you bake it. So it's kind of like a shepherd's pie, kind of like yeah, kind of like a shepherd's pie. But oh, it's so good. It's like perfect comfort food. Now
Hmm.
I'm hungry.
Interesting. Interesting. I did not know that. What's the best advice you ever heard or received?
Um, I a quote that I really really liked that someone once told me is don't take advice from someone whose life you wouldn't want. And I took that with a grain of salt in the sense that I sometimes feel that when you get a lot of opinions and a lot of voices, that's when you start to doubt yourself. And that's when you start listening, to the audiences, to the choirs and everything. And what I took with that quote was when people give you advice, make sure that it comes from a good place.
Mm.
A lot of people love to like preach and give advice on stuff and experiences and lives they've never lived. So when I'm listening to feedback, to advice and stuff, I am, making sure that the source of it is a, a correct source because a lot of people can try to get in your head. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of work to break out of like some things that sometimes people may tell you or may try to like enforce on you. And that is one of my favorite advices. Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful. And that's the truth. Thank you for sharing that. That is absolutely amazing. And I saw on your Instagram you're a jokester.
So I love joking. I mean, yes, I am a jokester. But what I mean by that is I love to do comedy. I have a pretty wide range, but like my main hit is comedy. I actually am working on a comedic scene with my acting coach, and I'll send it to you once we get it recorded because he wrote it. But he's like, I wrote it and I was like thinking of you when I wrote it because I just think that you would like nail it. And when we did it together, he is just so funny and the script that he wrote is just insane. So when we get that done, I'll send it over to you so you can take a look at it and get a giggle if you need a
Yes,
good giggle.
please, please do send it to me. And so now you're a comedian, an actress, a model, and a singer. So are you
Gosh,
thinking about doing stand-up comedy?
I am. I am. So there actually is a theater here called the Villain Theater. It's see, that's why that's why I said the advice thing, because so many people have been telling me they're like, no, you don't want to go in a stand-up, like don't do that. Like as an actor, like you want to make sure you stay whatever. But then there's other people that are like, Adam Sandler started with stand-up comedy, right? Like and then there's other people that are like, you should really do that. So a lot of people have been sending me to Villain Theater.
Hmm.
They do classes specifically for stand-up for people that just want to get a start in that to see, get a feel for it. But I will say that is probably the thing that terrifies me the most is stand-up, truly. I feel like with acting, you have your lines, you have your script, you practice, you get it, you nail it. You can also cut, whatever, continue, whatever. Stand up, you get on there and you have like 5 seconds for everybody to decide if they're gonna like you or not. And and I'm like, that really scares the hell out of me. So I feel like before I get up on a stage and do any kind of joking, I want to definitely like dip my feet in a little with a class
Right.
or
Well,
something.
there's a lot of famous comedian like Ellen DeGeneres
Yes,
was a comedian.
of
So,
course.
and so I
Yeah.
mean, you name it. There's Adam Sandler, you name it. There's Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I
I
love
love
Kevin Hart. He's so
Me
funny.
too. He is great. And he's set up just such a wonderful career for himself. And just, I love, like, I honestly, yeah, you know what? Kevin, I'm gonna write that down. Kevin Hart has a great career that also Will Smith. I love Will Smith.
Hmm.
I grew up watching a lot of Will Smith movies. But yeah, I really do appreciate when someone does. stand-up acting or stand-up, comedy and then can go into, acting and completely switch it up too and not even be funny, just be serious or sad or scary. So that's a really big challenge that I'm putting upon myself now.
I had to bring that up because you have so many now. Your music, being a comedian and an actress and model and all that, and you love doing all of them. It's absolutely amazing that you're continuing to do what you love, and that's a testimony again. I want to keep bringing
Oh,
up because if you don't love what you're doing, then why pursue it?
why are you
You
doing
know,
it? Yeah, it's just a waste of life, of just, yeah, if it doesn't fulfill you, don't do it.
100%. That's the thing. So, and I know you mentioned your upcoming project, your music. It's not out in public yet, correct?
I have one song called Get a Hint. That's
And
it.
where can people listen to that? I didn't ask you that.
That's iTunes, Spotify, all that jazz.
Awesome. And then, so if you, I know I'm just gonna ask this. And if you had to choose one career out of
Hmm.
all those we just talked about, which one?
Acting, 100%. 1000% acting. Um, my mom is a very honest woman, and she's always told me, she's like, out of everything, she's like, if I had to tell you one thing, take your money and run with it, she's like, it's acting. It's
And
acting.
what's your
So
dream genre role?
my dream role, I don't have a dream role. I have a dream career. And I
Okay.
would say Jennifer Lawrence, or, career path.
Hmm.
I would say Jennifer Lawrence. I love the fact that she did Hunger Games, but then did Mother, which is a crazy psychological horror. The range that she took, from Hunger Games to that. She's done Silver Linings Playbook, which is almost a comedy. She was funny in that. She was charming. She can be sexy. She can be scary. She can be, sad. She can be
And she was in that
hysterical.
movie Passenger.
Yes. 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 I forgot it. See, she has so many movies and just such a resume of just such a wide range. And I feel like that is what makes a really successful actor or actress is they can do anything in that world. And that's truly what I challenge myself to be.
Wow. And who's is that your dream actress you want to work with?
Um, Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I'm trying to think who's a dream actor that I would love to work with. I really like Penelope Cruz. I think she's awesome. I'd really love to work with her. I love Salma Hayek as well. Um, I would really like to work with Jenna Ortega. I think she's extremely talented. That's another one who I would say like now a younger person whose career path that I look at and I see like that's one to watch and something that I would like to, because she did Wednesday. She has such a range. But yeah, I would say Penelope Cruz and Jenna Ortega are two actresses that I would absolutely love to work with.
I agree. I can't wait for the new season of Wednesday.
I know. It's like it's so cool how much it's taken off too, because I love going into stores and I see all of the merch, which is so cute. They're like everywhere you go, from Dunkin' Donuts the other day had the little mini donuts. They're so cute. I was like, oh, I love it.
It's amazing. Wednesday was amazing. I was very surprised. It was so good from the very beginning to the end.
Yeah,
It was like, wow.
very well produced, written, and the actors were just such a perfect choice, truly.
Yes, I know. Is there any movies that you recommend anybody? Have you seen any good movies?
Recently. The newest Jurassic Park was really, really good. I really liked it from beginning to end. I thought it was awesome. I feel like when I was younger, I watched a lot of like action and adventure movies with my family. It was a really big tradition. We'd go like on Tuesdays and Thursdays to the cinema, and we'd always watch movies like that, like Jurassic Park, like Fast and Furious, like all these action movies. And I feel like for a while now, they kind of not lost their essence, but they just became a little redundant. And I will say this last Jurassic Park with Scarlett Johansson was really, really good. Like it really, I kind of felt like a kid again watching it. And it's like the whole, stages and everything, and then the resolution. And it was great. I really liked that movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I also liked the Mission Impossible movie.
Oh, the last one? I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet. Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
That one about I want to see the what is it? The Black Phone too?
Oh, people said that was a phenomenal movie. That it was a gr
So I heard I haven't seen it, so I can't say anything. I've just heard from reviews and other people that fellow actors who've seen it, they said it's even more scarier, and they said it's so good, like A plus
Yay.
plus. So
Okay.
yeah, if you
That's
see
really
it, you
exciting.
have to let me know.
I saw great reviews. I saw the first one, and I am an avid horror fan. I love anything scary. I don't care how scary it is. I will watch it. I don't care. Um, I've been dying to see the second one just because people were saying it's such a good sequel. Like people are usually like, sequels, they never really get it, but they're like, this is one of the best sequels to
Hmm.
a movie in a really long time. So
And real quick, have you seen, how about The Conjuring, the last Conjuring? What do you think? Did you see that? And to me,
I haven't
it
seen it.
wasn't scary. Okay, it was scary, but not like so scary. If
Not
you've
like the
seen
first
it,
one. I mean, nothing tops that fear of that first movie, the first Conjuring that came out. I would say that was just such a successful horror film. But then you're right, as like it kind of they started making more and more films and it kind of turned into like a whole universe kind of deal. Yeah, it got a little less scary and more kind of about like the storyline and the characters.
it was kind of interesting. It was really interesting.
Yeah, but I have to finish it. I started with my husband. We started watching all of that whole like anthology, like in the order, but then he got scared. So he's like, I don't want to continue watching these. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to find my own time.
It is, yeah, you kind of get scary, but it's kind of worth it. So,
Yeah.
any other hidden talents that you nobody knows about? Like you said, you're a comedian, model, singer, an actor. Anything else?
Not really. I mean, no, no other talents. I feel like I can pick up anything really quick. So my friends are always like, "Hey, like, do you want to come diving? Do you want to come play paddle? Do you want to come do this, that?" And I'm just always like, I'm a yes man. Like, I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it because I'm gonna learn it and maybe I'm really good at it. Maybe I suck, but
And you're
at
a
least
chef.
I can say that I did it."
And of course, you're a chef and you make food.
Yes, love
So,
cooking.
where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, both under Fia Maxine. I don't really have any other pages or any other socials, just those two. Um, I feel like a really old person with social media because I try to be on it, but then sometimes it confuses me, sometimes it gives me anxiety. But yes, you can keep up with me on Instagram and TikTok under Fia Maxine.
Well, Sophia, thank you so much for following me on Instagram, and I really look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Likewise, I look forward to seeing I love your content and I can't wait to see the rest of your interviews and everything.
Well, I appreciate it so much because, I love what I'm doing, like we talked about. Gotta love what you're doing, and I love hearing everybody. It doesn't matter if they're beginner or not, what got them
Yeah.
into this in this industry because you know that this is a thick skin. You
Yeah.
know, this is a very tough auditions and and you get all these no's, and a lot of young kids are like, wait a minute, well, is it me? And no, it's not you. It's the role wasn't not for
Right.
you. And so,
Exactly.
I love hearing stories and why they're doing this and the storytelling, music career like you, model career and comedian and in pursuing their dream and having family members help them, like your husband
Yeah.
helped you, and or family members, brothers and sisters, and whoever helping them pursue their career in the entertainment industry and the storytelling that you hear. And everybody keeps saying it's the storytelling. They love what they're doing, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. If you don't, and it's the bluntly saying the truth, if you don't love what you're doing, why continue? But if you love what you're doing, just go for it. Keep the
Go
faith,
for it.
keep going. That's true. So thank you
Exactly.
again, Sophia. I really look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Likewise, and I didn't get to ask at the beginning, how is it Ryoshi? Ryoshi?
It's Ryochi
Ryochi.
from
Okay, where are you
Japan.
from?
I'm from
Japan.
Japan.
Ryochi, that's so cool. I'm going to Japan in March.
What? You and your
We're doing our
husband?
honeymoon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I could tell you so many places to go see.
You have to. When you have time, 'cause I know you're probably really busy, but whenever you have time
No,
and you think of
where
a
are you
place,
going? Where are you going real quick?
we're going to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and Okinawa. Oh, and Hiroshima.
Okay, nice. You're going to Kyoto. You're gonna love Kyoto and Tokyo.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've been just doing so much research. I've like downloaded like apps to try to learn as much as I can and just be able to like get around. So I've been saving like restaurants. I already got my tickets for I want to go to the Hello Kitty world. What's it called? The Sanrio world. I'm like, I already got my
Um,
ticket. I'm already
there
ready.
there is hold on, there is a place. Got my phone real quick. Yeah, you need to go to Tokyo Sky Tree.
Tokyo Sky Tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you like Disney, there's a Disneyland and Disney Sea,
Yes, I want to go to Disney
and
Sea.
that's the only one in the world.
Hmm.
Okay. So go there. Disney Sea cherry blossom. You're going during the cherry blossom season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so you can go there, take some pictures of cherry
the
blossoms.
the, the tourist stuff.
Yes. And in Kyoto, there's so many. So
I
many. I'm
can't.
from Tokyo, so
Nice.
yes.
I
So
can't wait. It's my
like I
dream
said,
country
go
to go.
to let's see. If you can go to Kamakura, go to Kamakura. Um and then Yokohama, and then Tokyo Skytree. I'm saying this to everybody. If you're going to Japan, to like this town, um, and then they have a ramen museum in Yokohama,
Okay.
um, and I believe you can make your own ramen noodles.
Oh, is this the thing where you make the cup and then they seal it for you?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I definitely want to do
And then
that.
our vending machine in Japan, you can get food from it, drinks, and the 7-Eleven in Japan is different than the United States. So if you
That's
have a hotel that's near 7-Eleven, you can
mm,
get out and get a sandwich or food and eat it. Um, the
I
trains are amazing in
That's
Japan.
what I've heard. I can't wait that they're just like so quick and just so clean and literally perfect. So I that's what I'm really excited to see in Japan is just how like advanced everything is and
Oh
just
yeah.
how organized and quality too, like the food and
We
everything. I'm
take
really
off our
excited.
shoes.
Yes, I want to get some really cool sneakers.
Yeah, we take off our shoes before we get in the house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What else you can go see? You go definitely go to Yokohama, go to Tokyo, and then the Ramen Museum, and then what else? You can't. Yeah, you can't go inside. You can't go inside the Emperor's Palace, but you can see it outside. Go there.
Okay.
That's in Tokyo. Um, and you can walk from the Tokyo's train station to there. Um, if you like to collect Starbucks, get Starbucks cup souvenirs any country you go to. I'm
Okay, I
serious.
will. I'll
Um,
definitely write to you too before when I get closer to so I can pick your brains a little bit more.
yeah,
But
but that's the stuff I can tell you. Yeah, but Yokohama is great, like the Ramen Museum. Um, there's a robot cafe. I don't know where that. I think that's in Tokyo. There's
okay,
that.
got it.
And then there's a restaurant which is really cool, and I definitely want you to check it out. It is it's a robot cafe, which is one thing that's so cool. The United States, I'm not trying to talk bad about America, but they don't do this. Is
Mm.
this people that have mental health. So what
Okay.
they do is they're at home and
Oh.
robots will go by and you'll see their face.
Hmm.
You don't see their face. It's just a
Okay.
robot. And they
It's a
come
robot.
and
Yeah.
they see your face and they speak English or Japanese and you order. And they'll
Oh,
take your order and they'll drive the robot to the restaurant, to the chef, and the chef will make the food and they'll bring it back to you. It's a real person.
that is so
And
cool. But
it's a real person. It's real people, and they do that for people that have mental health and
yeah,
who have anxiety and they don't want to go outside. And you definitely should check that out. And it,
that's so
they
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do that, and they'll speak English. And they may have a little conversation. They'll say, "Where are you from?" And you talk to them, and order and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome.
Oh, and then if you love dogs, there's a
I
dog
do.
cafe.
Okay.
Yes, there's a dog cafe in Japan, and they don't bite, but yes, there's so many. There's one in Shibuya, Tokyo. There is yeah, Harajuku, there's one, Minato City, Tokyo. It's a dog cafe. Um, and there's a dog heart cafe, um, owl cafe, with this is all owls, I believe.
Owls. Oh,
Yes,
wow.
only owls. And then there's a cat cafe.
I love cats. I have seen that on TikTok a lot, the
Yeah,
cat.
there's a cat cafe, dog cafe.
Oh,
Um, what else? And an owl cafe. Go check those out.
I will definitely
Um,
have to, especially that owl cafe. That's so interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that.
so yes. And then if you ever get a chance, go check the hot springs.
Yes, I definitely want to go to a hot spring. What are they called? The ryokans?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yes.
definitely
And
have
then
to
you
go.
said you're going in March?
March. Yeah.
Okay. So,
End of March to beginning of April.
okay. I was gonna say if you're going in September or August, you could climb Mount Fuji.
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing people right now on TikTok, they've been posting that how they did that. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time
Another time, because I do want to go in a different season. So that's
yes.
another trip, another
And
trip.
New Year's the big thing in Japan, real quick. So we
Hey.
really don't celebrate Christmas.
Okay, so it's just New Year's.
Yes. So it's same in the United States, but it's a big
Okay.
deal, and everybody's off work in Japan for 2 weeks,
Wow,
except the
okay.
airport and the train. So
I see.
everybody's New
Because
Year's a
everyone's
big
coming and
thing.
leaving. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Very,
KFC is big in Japan. They
I have
celebrate.
heard that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you ever go
I
to
love fried
Japan, go to
chicken, so.
KFC, and New Year's a big thing. So Many more to tell you. I can tell you more. Just let me
Yeah,
know.
no, I feel
I
like
just
we
had
could do
an
a whole nother call. We could do
yes, you
a
can
whole nother.
Zoom call me again. There's so many I'm serious. There's so many things I could tell you that but that yeah, if you're going to Tokyo, Yokohama, go to Yokohama definitely.
Mhm.
Kamakura and then Kyoto. Um yeah, Kyoto has so many historical things. Go
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm excited for. I love
Yes.
history. Whenever I travel, I love to learn the history and just see like, historical sites. Yep.
Yeah. I'm so happy. Yeah, mess with that. I'll definitely have you back on talk about your acting career, but definitely reach out to me about
Yeah,
your
we'll talk
when
about
it gets.
Japan too.
Yes, yes, that's
For
amazing that
sure.
you're going.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Was
Really.
this? I'm just curious. Was this out of the blue that you pulled a paper out of the bucket and you guys decided to go to?
No, 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 no. We've always wanted to go to Japan and we're like, why don't we go? Because it's also far. So we're like, why don't we go for a honeymoon and, space it out and get, a good feel for it, take our time. Because we're going so far, we might as well, get a good experience and experience it all. So yeah, that's why.
Amazing. Yeah, it's a long way. It's from Florida all the way to.
It is. It is a ways away.
Yeah. Well, definitely message me and thank you again. I look
Wait.
forward speaking with you again, Sophia, and having you back on my show.
Yes, likewise. I can't wait to be back.
Yes, and of course, thank you again for following him on Instagram. It really means a lot.
Always, always. I can't wait to, repost everything and show the world you. Adios.
Yes, collaborate and have you help me send more actors.
Absolutely. There's plenty of actors, so I will send them your way. I'll when you post whatever, I will forward it to
Yes.
them and say, "Hey, follow him. He does really awesome interviews." So, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a waiting list. So many people are
Yes,
gonna
I
want to be
know.
on.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you again. Congratulations to you and your husband. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon and have you
Thank
back on my
you.
show. And then, of course, we'll be talking soon about your trip to Japan.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
Well, best of luck and blessings.
yes, thank you. And I might have you back before then. So I'll talk to you soon.
I would love
All
to.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.